Heißt, wohin gehen wir? Gehen nach da, hab ich gesagt.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Of course it falls to me to do this. Isn't that always the way of things? Can't say I'm thrilled, but I'll get it done. Is this a challenge arisen to see who can keep pace?
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot. Oh, what does this say?
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
Ja. So.
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations. I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
'Twould seem the Queen Regent has made significant alterations to the chain of command.
Stimmt, ich will ja eigentlich in die Taverne, ne? Okay.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
Really now, you mustn't shirk your duty, lest you forget 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
I'm well aware of that, thank you.
Das hier unten.
Greetings. Welcome to the Guild Hall.
Hm.
Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Forgive me, but I'm afraid we are not accepting registration for warriors or sorcerers at this time. You see, as we currently have no archer staves or greatswords on hand, we are unable to outfit new members. And we cannot simply purchase more, as the delivery of arms intended for the local armory and other guilds in this domain was plundered by goblins. So regrettably, I cannot assist you. Unless you were to procure a weapon yourself, that is. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Methinks Roderick will be able to tell you. He runs the local armory, and we purchase almost all of our stock from him. May fortune smile upon you, sir.
Whence might we procure such a thing?
Well met, sir.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
After you, Arisen?
Well met, sir.
Can't put a price. On peace and quiet.
Well met. You are come to Shakir's Inn, a place of respite for the weary traveller. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth.
Man kann ja auch hier kombinieren.
Much obliged.
Nightmares if I let myself go.
How might I be of service?
This really is fine craftsmanship.
Hoi, friend. Klaus sent word that you've agreed to rescue some of my pilfered equipment. I'd be grateful for aught you can reclaim, truly. Fair warning. Goblins are behind these ox cart raids, I've since learned. No doubt they're hoarding the stolen arms in their den. From the tell of it, their lair lies somewhere along the Western Road. Pray do be careful. If aught were to go awry, 'twould weigh heavily on my heart. Losing my wares for good would make me sore, but no sack of gold can compare to a fellow life, eh?
Need anything?
Time to catch myself up on the walk around town.
Do stop and have a look. I've wares of everything.
Only care I have is how to spend the day.
Wonder if there's any easy work.
Hope this job plays out as planned.
I fear I must stray from the thread of our conversation to tell you. Ours is a party of women, by and large. And I've no objections.
Indeed. I'd not expected this.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
We must not let down our guard.
I've a knack for gathering items and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanisms I espy.
Let me get that.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. Guard all you want. It won't make a difference when I've grappled you. See?
Das wird schon.
Well done.
Jetzt sind die stark.
That battle took more out of me than I would have liked.
We were overconfident in our abilities. 'Tis a painful reminder that fortune will not always favor us.
Fall back, and I will heal you with my magic. It's right there.
Okay, deren Schwanz ist der Schwachpunkt. Gut zu wissen. Was?
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
Each to their own.
Was ist das? Zettel. Achtung vor falschen Nachrichten.
What is that? A tower? Nay, a statue? We ought to take a closer look.
Boys, it was a nasty distraction.
Entspann dich. War ich das nicht gerade eben? Ist das eine Hülle? Ein Apfel.
We've got goblins.
Wo?
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Ach nö, das ist ein Echse. Voll. Verluste und Wiederbeleben von Marcel. Marcel werden bewegungsunfähig, wenn die Hunde flüssig und können sich nicht ohne Hilfe von der Stelle an, der sie gefallen sind, berühren, wenn die Marcel über längere Zeit sie verloren wird aus der Gruppe entfernen. Der Wächter kann versuchen, Marcel wiederzubeleben, indem er sich nähert und ihn berührt. Mehrere Marcel daneben finden kann.
To you, Arisen. Well aimed strike, right where it hurts.
Ist Daniela
That was
aus.
superb arisen.
Ach komm. Vorbeigesprungen. Nase! Oh, Kaninchenfell. Nase! Ein F. Wo seid ihr? Käfer.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
At once, master.
Wie das Ganze ist. Der Wahnsinn. Wein.
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
Alle. Kann nichts machen gegen Fliegende.
One of our numbers unconscious. No harm.
What unawares? Never be so careless.
I have but 2 words for that performance. Utter perfection. Let us aim for greater precision with our next attempt.
Was ist denn hier oben? Wir sind Riftsteine aus den Schultern.
You'll not live to regret this.
Was bist du denn?
Should your pack grow over full, have no fear. I'll lighten your load by spreading it out among us pawns.
Epileptic, Dr. LW.
All told, I'm rather satisfied with my performance.
Ah, good. I see the Arisen's found someone to handle our busy work.
Wäre jetzt gut gewesen, wenn da jetzt ein weiblicher Krieger rausgekommen wäre.
Mayhap we ought to pay a visit to Trevo Mine and search for the armorer's wares. I can guide you there, if you wish.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Would seem our fight is not yet done.
We must focus on finding victory, whatever our discomfort. Understood.
One of us is being drenched.
Kämpft gegen irgendwas? Nö.
I could have done no better.
Perhaps you'd like to take care of the remainder.
Splendid.
Guard all you want. It won't make a difference when I grapple you. See?
Was habt ihr jetzt schon wieder gefunden?
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Point right there.
We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
Shall we set it rolling?
Might I be of assistance?
Witzig. Was hast du dort oben?
Who do you think you're fooling with that?
Ey.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
Das ist Bambi. Was greift er?
It's a rush to get dead.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Eins. Eins.
It is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Was ist denn hier oben? Freund oder Feind?
Come on, put up a fight.
You've got.
Get back here.
Better on me, man.
When I get my...
Look there. Methinks I spy aught of use.
Where do you think you're
We ought to take a closer look.
Get back here.
Mayhap we ought to pay a visit to Trevo Mine and search for the armorer's wares? Very well. I'll guide you there directly.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Ja. What?
You should be.
Was ist das jetzt schon wieder?
Where do you think you're going, eh? Get back here. Where do you think you're going, eh?
Noch nicht mal Loot mit. Ach ja.
An appropriate choice arisen. I'll gladly take the lead. Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
Weil du wieder zurückgehst. Bianca.
It is clear you're not interested in arriving at our destination, so I'll hold off on guiding us there. Mayhap we ought to pay a visit to Trevo Mine and search for the armorer's wares? I can guide you there, if you wish.
The guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
So we've finally arrived. I thought we'd never make it.
Dein Ernst? Ich finde das schon toll, wenn schon ankommen. Spiel nicht. Oh, entspannt euch. Ist doch geiles, ne? Das geht mir genauso. Possessiv. Warum ist denn jetzt aufgestiegen?
Your chest lies just beyond our reach.
Is there no way to reach it? Our foot.
Was ist, wer ist jetzt schon wieder gestorben?
It's done.
Euer Scheiß Ernst?
Oi, you then! If you're fit to fight, give us a hand. Ich komme doch nicht Stunden hin. Ganz einfach. Oi, you then! If you're fit to fight, give us a hand. Pray, lend us your aid.
We're in your debt.
Scatter the goblins! You've a strong arm. The goblins are well routed. 'Twas a simple patrol mission till we walked into their ambush. I don't know where we'd be if you hadn't come along. I pray you'll let me repay the favour. If ever there's
Was macht ein Prinzess dort hin?
A curative magics are at your disposal. I knew you would prevail, Master.
Ja, Lucy ist verlorener Hauptwasser. Wenn dein Hauptwasser verloren ist, musst du bloß einen Berufsstein holen.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true. Arisen, we fought to heal ourselves while we had the chance.
Kriegen wir noch Bianca?
For a moment, I thought I'd met my end. Oh, my thanks to you.
Ach, leck mich doch.
You truly are formidable, Arisen.
Bianca haben wir noch nicht gekriegt, das ist gut.
Come to think of it, we're all of differing vocations, aren't we?
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
We must each of us hone our skills. A jack of all trades is a master of none. Well, you don't see that every day. I imagine my master would faint were I to return beyond the rift with it.
Arisen has been torched! Quick, douse the flames! Pull back, and I will heal you with my magic. Wait right there.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
Eben.
Your pawn is nowhere to be seen. Unless that changes, I'm afraid I cannot travel with you, Arisen.
Ich will ja hier keiner mit raus.
Stay with me, Arisen. Wait right there. Methinks we could move this boulder if we work together.
I say we give it a push and see what happens.
Augen leuchten.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Bleib hier. So, wie kommen wir hier wieder raus?
Would seem our fight is not yet done.
If battle cannot be avoided, it is fight or die.
It is easily done. I suppose we'll be wanting to report back now. We found an arcane staff and great sword both. What say we bring them to Sir Klaus? Fret not, master. I know precisely where this person can be found.
Wollen wir schon mal.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Nasty creatures, aren't they? But they'll not bother us again.
You've a strong arm. The goblins are well routed. You have my thanks. 'Twas a simple patrol mission, till we walked into their ambush. I don't know where we'd be if you hadn't come along. I pray you'll let me repay the favour, if e'er there's a chance.
Ja, wie komme ich hier wieder raus?
Look, master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Ach, links. Oh, schon nicht.
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
Ja, und nicht kampieren, weil die Alte hat ja das Ding.
Come to think of it, we're all of differing vocations, aren't we?
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
We must each of us hone our skills. The jack of all trades is a master of none.
Ja. Nacht.
I feared we might never escape that place.
If I were meant to spend my days in darkness, I'd have been born a mole.
Right you are. This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Eine Frage, ne? Gibt es eventuell die Möglichkeit?
Such a magnificent tapestry of stars.
Is as you say?
Another encounter? I ill like this. We are already hard pressed from our previous engagement.
Nee, 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 nee.
Nice of you to say so.
My curative magics are almost broken. Wait a moment.
Können wir mal jemand helfen?
I say you cannot manage without me for a
I
month.
cannot assist your problem. You truly are formidable, Arisen.
Alter, what?
My word. This ox cart has been destroyed.
The roads are hardly safe.
We ought to proceed with caution.
Hier oben ist irgendeine Quest.
Got any interesting tidings to share? Say, might you do me a favor? I took you for a kinder sort than that.
Ja, das ist gerade ganz schlecht.
Pray, allow me to open yon chest.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
We're going this way now, I suppose.
It is not for us to gainsay the Arisen's judgment. We must go.
Ne, 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 ne. What?
I am sorry.
Hang in there. Help will surely come.
Bianca, Bianca, komm her. Bianca, komm her. Das ist nur Prinzess. Alter Schwede.
Should have quit while I had the chance.
You're gonna regret that.
I cannot take another moment.
There was a patient man.
Ach, entspann dich doch. Was ist denn das? Zielkristall.
Getting comfortable. Might go and see.
Well met, sir.
I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads, despite the hour.
Ah, how I've longed to embrace my bedroll. A good sleep does wonders.
Peruse at your leisure.
They know when you breathe your last.
Naught of import ever happens here, anyhow.
Well met. You are come to Shakir's Inn, a place of... You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the... foremost hospitality. In all Vernworth. know where to find me.
Here, if you please.
I apologize for burdening you with my failings, Arisen.
Mhm. Was ist denn dein Problem? Bisschen. Kassenbuch eines Händlers. Haben wir Leute im Taverne über einen Laden drüben in der Ruhe Stadträten hören.
This might be worth a read.
Wo ist denn,
Perusal might reveal aught of interest.
wo ist denn jetzt nochmal der... Ist nicht schon wieder gefunden. Waffenschmied. Was soll ich denn hier? Ist gerade blöd. Ah, ich muss den zum Gildenleiter bringen. Deswegen hast du mich hierher geschickt. Alles klar.
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Oh, you have procured an archer staff, I see. Most excellent. You may now change your vocation to sorcerer, if it pleases you, sir. However, if you wish to register as a warrior instead, you will need to acquire a greatsword.
Entspannt euch.
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Marvelous! You have acquired both an archer staff and a greatsword. You may now change your vocation as desired, sir. What's more, I bear glad tidings. 'Twould seem our arms shortage is at an end. I dare say the armory will be resupplied anon.
Ich habe noch ein paar Sachen zu verkaufen.
Whatever am I to do? Good day, sir.
Come take a look. You'll be glad you did.
Das kannst du haben. Schenken wir. Rüstung verbessern. Ich gesagt, was Besseres, ja? Wir haben jetzt ein Breitschwert.
Always a pleasure.
How might I be of service? Welcome to Bjorn's Armory, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So,
Ja, entspann dich. Wir müssten tatsächlich einen Helm holen, wa? Der ist halt schwer.
Before you check the price, just remember. Misers die at...
What?
Early deaths.
Ich hab nur einen. Das nimmt er aus dem... Geil. Das nimmt er auch mit aus dem Lager.
Many thanks. I appreciate the business. Was ist denn jetzt die aktive Quest? Genau, das machen wir zuerst.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you?
Muss ich denn dafür hin? Ach, das ist die Taverne. Adelsviertel gibt es doch bestimmt. Gutes Zeug.
Really now, you mustn't shirk your duty, lest you forget 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
Got something for me?
Keeping the pantry stocked these days. I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Would that such peace reign the town?
Do you know how... long you'll be. I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
So, you've come. Captain Brant bade me allow you passage.
buddelt noch tiefer.
Like it or not, I must go, Edgy.
Not ruins your day like getting cut open.
Das ist eine richtige.
Have you come to release me from this jail? Aha! Then we are presented with three options. Either the law of our world that allows only one arisen has been upended, or Jesus arisen is false, or you are lying to me. Have you proof that you are arisen, as you say? Ah, they say the Arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw. By that mark, 'twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man named Crusoe appeared and claimed to be arisen. He went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true arisen, the one fit to lead them as their ruler. And what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar, whereupon his head was liberated from his shoulders on the spot. Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be?
Was ist der Unterschied zu ihnen aufhören zu fliehen und ihnen aufhören zu schweigen?
Escape? But why? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts. I can devote all my time to my own interests. And I need not turn my ear to Deesa's absurd demands. 'Tis a paradise to me, this cell. That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, I might rethink the matter. Tell me, does that ring any bells? I suspected as much. Then we are done here. Leave me be.
I'd rather not draw steel if I can avoid it.
Jetzt kommt der vorbei, dann kommt nochmal der andere vorbei und dann können wir los.
best quality a soldier can have. Loyalty.
So, 'twas not to be. 'Tis no surprise. The magistrate is well renowned for his obstinacy.
Let's take it easy today.
Quiet at last. This cannot go on.
Lost track of time.
I must try to effect a change.
Those recruits don't know. Silence cultivates wisdom.
I dare say I could forget all my troubles here.
My legs are stiff as boards after trying.
I'd sooner stay out where it's possible.
We must consider the needs of the common folk to see this peace protected.
Suppose I ought to earn my pay.
Dare say I could forget all
Was ist denn das hier?
Let's take it easy today.
I'm a man of leisure.
The perfect spot to sit and think a while.
What am I supposed to do about it?
All here seems so much more capable.
Perchance you've heard. The coronation is soon to be held, it seems. The Sovereign, wounded in glorious combat with the dragon, is recovered at last. No tidings could be more joyous. Indeed, 'tis a weight off my heart to think that our fair Vermund shall once again be governed by a true ruler.
We've naught to discuss.
I only pray my watch.
It's obvious.
Und glaube ich aufheben.
What was I supposed to do? I've clean forgotten.
I only pray my watch finishes without
You are the places where I can truly feel it.
No easy answers here.
If you've naught to say, I'd best be going.
An ill-mannered thing, aren't you?
Good tidings.
Vollkunde, bla 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 bla. Das ist eine Riesenputze, ne? Wie spät ist denn das? In die Sonne.
Surely I'm overdue a day off.
Sonne ist ungefähr da.
I cannot help but be wary after all I've seen.
Quiet at last. A fine place to cast off. That's such peace. Bring the dawn. Wait for the new.
Kommen nicht umhin, es seltsam zu finden. Belungerten Wasser Schadenweise und den Riftstein herum.
Equipment's coming.
All this quiet makes me
Last push, and I'll be done for the day.
I dare say I could forget all my troubles here.
Weggestolpert. Okay.
A welcome respite from all that hustle and bustle.
I'm in it now. No sense getting cold.
So tight. I can make it just about anywhere. I'd sooner stay out of battle, were it possible.
Mayhap I really would have been better off a baker. Prayer's a waste of time. No one's listening.
Oh, hier draußen. Da. Ist das riesig?
My sword arm could use some work.
A fine place to sit and gather.
Ich will es nicht behaupten, aber... Wie komme ich denn wieder raus? Wie spät? Ah, da ist die Sonne. Aufträge. Mit vielen Plänen. Wir brauchen eine Bibliothek.
Mayhap I'll come here when I've a date.
Bibliothek. Das ist ein Anwesen, das ist ein
I have been
Anwesen.
waiting for you, Arisen.
Weil du mich gerade ansprichst. Du, meine Gutste. Ich habe mich verklickt. Genau. Du kriegst das. Kannst du mal deine Brust ein bisschen verdicken? Tun wir ein paar Sachen einlagern. Was ist denn das für eine Blume?
My apologies, sir, but as you are not a member of this establishment, I cannot permit you through.
Es gibt einen Puff. Ein Freudenhaus. Was ist das hier oben? Ist das ein Anwesen? Alarz.
Let me get that.
What is your purpose here?
I am well enough, thank you.
Ist es der Nachname Alert oder? Wer ist Alert? Irgendwelche Informationen? Bist du?
What is your purpose here?
Du bist Martin. Der schlecht gelaunte Martin. Das Geräusch. Schick. Den Brunnen, schön. Warum ich will es damals gemacht haben ohne Pumpe, aber. Ich brauche einen Platz mit viel. Bin ich jetzt angekommen? Frage. Okay, das war jetzt meine Frage, aber kann man hier Assassin's Creed machen? Oder? Das ist ein Ochse. Ein Friseur. Ich bin zufrieden.
A common reward.
For it, I'm sure.
Ja stimmt, ich bin ja nur noch zu dritt. Bianca, die männliche Bianca und...
Now there's a worthy prize, if only 'tweren't so far away.
Da ist noch was.
Dead on my feet. Maybe I'll keep right here.
Oben ist eine Kiste.
After you, Arisen.
Die habe ich schon mal aufgemacht. Wir wollen erstmal Sachen wegschaffen.
Might you consider lightening your pack, Master?
If you've anything edible, I'll gladly lessen your burden.
Erstmal ins Lager.
Well, you will
Ja.
soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to...
Und zwar, ich möchte das einlagern. Das einlagern. Das einlagern, einlagern. Einlagern, einlagern, einlagern. Lampe weggeräumt. Blumen nehme ich erstmal mit. Eine. Alle weggepackt, auch gut. Lucy. Das verkaufen wir. Ja, komm.
Foremost...
Da.
hospitality in all Vern. Worth...
Ja, das war
Know where
schön.
to find me.
Wow. Können wir mal kurz verkaufen.
Hail! Welcome to Bjorn's Armory. And quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers die early deaths. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Wo ist denn hier Captain Schnascho?
Welcome to Bjorn's, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, hope to see you again.
Geld ist Geld. Taverne. Der steht nicht mehr draußen, oder?
Dead on my feet. I've much to do yet.
Schade. Ja.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment to speak? You will want to hear this. 'Tis information of great import. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. While examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds, I made a curious discovery. For some time now, it seems she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily purchase of sweet crown flower. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be Arisen, appeared on the scene. This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crown flowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermont. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of the false sovereign. 'Tis a frail hope to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that your majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins. I am glad to hear it, for I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering the identity of the false sovereign is the key to unraveling Deeza's scheme and securing your enthronement.
Ah nein, falsch.
Much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim. A place with books likely to entice Magistrate Waldo, you say? Naught springs to mind, I'm afraid. Kendrick of the Gracious Hand is versed in many things. Perchance he knows of such a place?
Ja, das ist ein Kentrick. Ah, das ist kein Trick. Er kennt so keinen Trick.
Hurts just thinking about it.
Was tut du denn? Das drücken oder?
My head hurts just thinking about it. What to do? What to do? I've no mother or father to speak of, you see. So the nice people at the Gracious Hand take care of me. I wanted to get them a present to say thank you, and I thought a bunch of flowers would be just the thing. The problem is, I can't seem to find any good ones. Do you think you could help me? All I need is a bunch of pretty flowers. For true? Thank you ever so much, Arisen. I'm sure you'll find the prettiest flowers there ever were.
Ach, leck mich doch, ich habe ja alle Blumensträuche weggepackt. Oh. Ich wusste, nimm den Blumenstrauß mit. Ein. Ich hab's noch besorgt. Ist das die Taverne oder?
Perhaps new discoveries await us.
Hallo.
Wow.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated.
Wieder mal meine Blumensträuche. Wo sind die?
To the foremost hospitality in much
Ja. Lucy, kann ich mal mit dir reden?
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics. Where ought we to go now?
Ja, typische Frau, was haben wir essen? Keine Ahnung, bestell du. Was nicht?
Hoi, Arisen! Have you brought me a bunch of flowers already?
Warum weiß sie, dass ich der Erweckte bin?
Oh, just look at them. They're the most beautiful flowers I've ever seen. These should brighten the sisters' days. Say, would you mind terribly if I asked you another favor?
Jetzt kostet es Geld.
See, one of my friends taught me a magic spell. It's supposed to let you meet whomever you like. All you have to do is find a silver stone, put it under your pillow, and say the magic words. But there's the problem. I've been looking all over for such a stone, and I can't find one anywhere. Would you find a silver stone and bring it to me, Arisen? For true. I knew I could count on you, Arisen. I'll be waiting.
Our next mission is to acquire a silver stone. Mayhap silver ore will serve. We can purchase it or mine it ourselves.
Right you are.
Hätte ich das nicht gleich sagen können, dass ich noch einen Silberstein will. Hey, ich bin's wieder, ich muss mal ins Lager.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality. You know where to find me.
Ja. Ist so dunkel. Wo ist er, da ist er.
Oh, I can't find a silver stone anywhere. Have you fared any better? Oh, just look how it shines. Thank you ever so much. Say, aren't you curious who I want to meet? Well, I'll tell you. My mother and father. I don't even know what they look like, you know. Not to say I'm unhappy at the gracious hand, of course. But I'd really like to meet them. Even just once. I want to tell them how grateful I am that they gave me life. Oh, it's so shiny. Oh, hi, Arisen. You'll help me again if I need it, won't you? Please say yes.
Miss Daphne seemed pleased with our efforts. Mayhap we ought to pay her another visit sometime soon.
Right you are.
Möchte ich nicht, das stinkt.
Arms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Few can afford perpetual generosity. I hope you will return, should you find the means to give.
Ach komm, entspann dich.
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for many thanks. May fortune smile upon you, kind sir.
Hier, kein Trick, ich hatte eine andere Frage.
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Few can afford perpetual generosity.
This place ne'er fails to calm my spirit. The pursuit of betterment is an endless journey.
Ich weiß nie, ob ich da reingucken möchte. Das ist eine Kackolztür. Jetzt ist die Frage, weil es schon dunkel wurde oder wer ist das Problem? Kann ich hier auch übernachten für weniger Geld? Das Mädel hat meine Lebenszeit geraubt. Boah, ist das düster hier. Wie wird das Kontroll? Ja. Ich gehe mit meiner Laterne und meine Laterne mit mir. Geht's nicht hin?
There's a ladder here.
Halt's Maul bitte.
After you, Arisen.
Ah, hier ist eine Leiter. Ich habe absolut keine Ahnung, wo ich bin. Hier bin ich. Gut, Kollege Schnirsch schläft. Aufträge, dann machen wir Monsterjagd. Wo ist das denn? Das ist da hinten. Dann machen wir die Monsterjagd machen. Das Geschenk. Besucher darf ich übertragen. Leute, muss es sehen, was hier geht. Okay. Z.
We're off to Vernworth Palace, then.
Schreit doch nicht so laut, dass wir zum Schluss gehen in der Nacht.
Follow me.
Follow me.
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
Our road was a long one, but here we are at last.
Ich darf hier bei Nacht nicht hin, oder?
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description. Follow me!
Ich dachte, ich darf hier nicht hin. Der harte Schlag immer drin.
Even the best of us has its limits, I suppose.
Not much going on.
Was ist denn hier? Das Wachhaus, okay. Wo ist die? Da.
Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
Are the new recruits back ready yet?
Ich mich das anziehen. Und dann dadurch weniger Ausrüstung. Dass die weniger Verdacht schöpfen. Ich frag für einen Freund.
Some skills can only be honed on the battlefield.
Das Blut.
Not for it, but to cut my teeth in a real battle.
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
Can't wait for the new equipment to come in.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I'd simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to involve themselves with me. But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the Sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. You ought leave the palace at once. This room turned up little of interest, but I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brandt if I discover aught you should know. I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape.
Soll ich eventuell über das Fenster abhauen? Wie komme ich hier wieder raus?
I've been here so long, I almost forgot why I came. I don't mind lingering. This day bring delight.
It's about time I received my invitation.
I'm still waiting on that report.
Back to it, I suppose. I could see myself having a kid.
Ah, good, you return. I find myself on edge when you stray from my line of sight.
Silence.
Tad Rowdy.
Nothing more pathetic than begging for your life.
Taverne. Da ist eine Kiste. Du kannst es schaffen. Spider-Man.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's
Yes,
as a true. How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Disa's schemes run deep. To think, Disa's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Deezer is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Deezer's focus, we may be able to gain more useful information. You have done well, Your Majesty. Though I am limited in the aid I'm able to offer, I bid you, take this.
It seems we were right to suspect the Queen Regent. We ought to keep an eye on her in the days to come.
That's odd. Phasus. Now there's a name to remember.
We have yet more locations to attend to. We've a few options where to go, but I'd say our best bet is to start with the location nearest us. The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermund's eastern edge. That's not far from here.
Wenn die Strafe wird erstmal Gasthaus. Das ist die Karte. Das ist die Karte. Da. Was ist denn besser? Das Ding auf jeden Fall. Gibt halt nur 4 Abwehrmerne. Für den Helm.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads, despite...
Könnten wir auch verkaufen.
At the hour?
Nein. Warte mal, kann ich die Fußleitleitung nicht auf? Könnte jeder tragen.
Much obliged.
Lucy. Krass, das ist gar schlechter. Okay, dann verkaufen wir es.
Eludes me, but I'm certain there is one.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above. Someone is looking this way. Is there aught about me that caught their eye?
Come take a look. You'll be glad you did. Do come again. How might I be of service?
Bin ich grad.
let's say. How might I be of service?
Lieutenant.
I'm stuck till a passenger comes along.
If you're fool enough to fall for it.
Oi there, friend. Care to help a fellow out? All I ask is that you hear my request. What have you got to lose? My thanks, sir. As to the matter at hand, it concerns my ox cart business. I've been holding off service on account of all the monsters on the road, but now I feel prepared to start making trips to Melv again. Only trouble is, there are still monsters about, and I can't help but worry for the safety of the carts. That's where you come in. See, I've got a letter here from Lady Margit, the Watchhead's wife, to be delivered to one Sir Leonard in Melv. I'd like you to accompany the cart in my stead and see to it that the letter reaches its recipient. What say you, friend? Splendid! I knew I was right to put my faith in you. Now, the carts only depart at certain hours of the day, but I find that time flies when I take a seat at the station to wait. And mind you, don't forget to pay your way before you board. That's standard practice, and I would advise against trying any funny business. Each cart travels with an escort of trained soldiers, see? In case it encounters any monsters out on the road. So anyone thinking of riding for free will have to take the issue up with them. But enough of my lecturing. Just make sure that letter gets to Sir Leonard, then come find me when the job's done. Oh, and I'll pay your fare this time, seeing as you're doing me a favor and all. Come find me when you've delivered that letter. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
This needs to be delivered. Shall we see it done? We're to see this letter to Sir Leonard in Melv. Shall we board the ox cart as directed, Master? Ah, yes, I know just where to find this person. Follow me.
This ox cart's bound for Melv. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their cost.
Assailants, Master! We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
But I can take you.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
This is where
Where
my
are you
luck
going?
runs out.
We'll pull through yet.
Don't go soiling yourself now.
I must be losing my nerve.
Just make it quick.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next.
Ye really pushing your luck.
Can't say I like that.
You go with them. I'll sell that thing myself. There you are. You will share my desolation and my heart.
This village is my home. Lend me your aid.
Was ist das hier? Ich habe zu langsam E gedrückt und mich nicht festhalten. Der ist hochgeflogen.
I assume you haven't forgotten the delivery we were to make here, Arisen?
We ought to make the delivery now.
Damn dragon. Hurry, everyone! Get yourselves to safety!
Hallo.
You go with them. I'll fell that thing myself. There you are. You will share my desolation and my heart.
It's my home. Cannot respect me. Lend me your aid.
I'm doing it straight. We'll do more than see.
Peril of roaches.
Ich stehe nix.
Quickly, Arisen. You must regain your footing.
Naja, ich habe gerade kein Ausdauerproblem. Ich habe gerade ein ganz schwieriges Ausdauerproblem.
Douse the flames before it is too late.
Ich will gerade dashen. Stimmt, ich habe ja keinen Marker mehr. Nein. Geh weg. Das ist ausgelutscht. Warum kriege ich Schaden? Ach du Scheiße, ich bin ja...
This is what we get for underestimating our foe.
We were unprepared for such a struggle. Master, watch out!
Ja, bin ja gerade ganz schlecht.
Arisen, are you all right?
Nicht mehr lange.
I am ashamed.
Show yourself.
"'Twas a lesson in determination."
Somehow I knew you'd come. You have my gratitude as well, sir.
Ulrika, glad I am to see you unharmed. You must return to the village. Everyone is concerned for you.
Forgive me. I'd best go. But I shan't forget this. Thank you. True.
That wasn't the dragon, but a poor imitation of it. No wonder I feel so hollow. Sigurd, you're the current Arisen, aren't you? I pray you do not walk the same path as I have. 'Tis a style all my own. A patchwork of techniques, honed for the sole purpose of slaying the dragon.
Muss ich im ganzen Dorf nach einem Lennart suchen?
Whatever it is, I'll have to hear it another time.
Surely I'm overdue a day off.
Not much going on hereabouts.
This might be worth a read.
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Mystische Klinge. Stoßexplosion. Shopperform kann man schon. Mhm.
The safer the roads, the heavier my pockets. Do come again.
How might I aid you, sir?
In Leonard. Du bist ein Erzmagier. Samara. Du bist ein Krieger. Sind die Krieger, Scarlet, Bogenschütze, Krieger.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics. 'Twill be an honor to serve by your side.
Dann hätte ich gerne einen Krieger. Starken Krieger. 11, 13, 14 sind die.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty.
Bianca.
All told, I'm rather satisfied with my performance.
'Twill be an honor to serve by your side.
Jetzt ein Erzmagier und Zibi.
There is a rumor whispered among pawns that I have oft pondered. The gist
Ich
of it
suche nach einem Leonard.
when pawns travel beyond the rift, we can contract a peculiar illness that imperils the lives of those around us. At first, we are only restless and excitable, but in time we become so unruly that even the Arisen holds no sway over us. Indeed. Well, we shall have to remain watchful, lest one of our company should start showing signs of this sickness. Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason. Ah, excellent find.
You a traveller? I used to be a sellsword, see? Time was, I spent every waking moment perfecting my skills. If you're anything like me, once you've reached the pinnacle of your vocation, you'll want to seek out a maester. They'll be able to teach you a skill of incomparable power. If properly persuaded, that is.
Bist du Leonard?
I've not much to offer you.
Nein, du bist Ian. Ich suche nach einem Leonard.
Wish I didn't have to work to earn my credit. Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Well met, sir. How might I be? Do come again.
What brings you here?
I have things to do with...
Warte mal, das ist doch... Ah, nee, das ist... schwierig. Bist du Leonard?
Might you be looking...
Know you of the brine? Shallow waters are safe, but venture somewhere as deep... Becoming a feast for the brine isn't a pretty way to go. So take care when you pass by rivers and walk...
Gesucht wird Leonard. Mrs. Leonard?
We're saved. I haven't the words to thank you. I doubt we would have pulled through if not for you.
Bist du Leonard?
Wasn't sure we'd survive that, but here we are. My thanks for your efforts. What can I do for you? Ah, a letter from Lady Margaret, you say? It's a fair way you've come, then. My thanks. She's a kindly sort, I must say. We met when I worked with her husband, Sir Gregor, on one occasion. Now she's taken to inquiring after my health at the turn of every season.
Ich würde in die Rast gehen.
The letter has reached its recipient. Shall we inform Sir Donovan, Master? I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of... I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles my...
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
Ach krass.
Though our foes were familiar, our tactics were most novel. 'Twas an edifying journey, all in all. Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead. Come, we've much to be getting on with. Feeling...
Rested, I trust?
I'm a man of leisure at heart. I'm in fine prep today. I'll gladly stay a while.
Putting that aside, ours is a party of women, by and large. And yet no two of us are the same.
Ah, geht leider Zickenkrieg los. Web. Wir müssten... Wir sind jetzt unsere Quest. Also, dahin. Warum hatten... Ich würde gerne die Ahnenkammer nochmal besuchen.
Let me get that. I see a ladder yonder, but we can't reach it from here. We'll have to get up there and drop it down.
Jetzt hier einfach abschießen. Frag für einen Freund.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients. No harm in picking a few.
The letter has reached its recipient. Shall we inform Sir Donovan, Master? Certainly, Master. I can take you to this individual.
Ja, was sind
You
die?
have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Willst du zu Fuß gehen? Du bist per Schnellreiter. Nein, der Schnellreiter.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
This ox cart's bound for Burnworth. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Let me think on this. Wish I'd been born a nobleman's son.
Still too early to set out.
Suppose I'm tired.
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discussing a curious rumor.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean? Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is publicly known.
Ah, you've returned. How did you fare on the journey to Melve? Splendid! You've been an immense help, I must say. The cart reached its destination safe and sound, and from the tell of it, you even rid the road of a few monsters. You...
Ox carts seem a convenient choice for longer journeys. I see no harm in making use of them as needed, Master.
True enough.
Könnten nochmal zu der Trulla gehen. Ja, das ist Freudenhaus. Da. Wo bin ich? Da. Da lang.
Suppose I ought to earn my...
I haven't got any lead.
Jetzt muss ich die suchen. Was ist denn das Mädel? Stimmt. Wo will ich eigentlich?
Was I lacking in devotion? Just thinking about it. This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Nö. Oh, was ist denn da von uns? Ja.
Might I beg but a moment of your time?
If our prayers are not...
Just thinking about it.
Oh, am we?
All this worrying. What should I do?
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Few can afford perpetual generosity.
All is well.
What to do? What to do? Hoy, Arisen! Say, have you heard about the state of the river? Do you know the river close by the church? Well, it's come to be full of muck and filth and all sorts. That's a problem for the church, as it draws from the river to make holy water. The water's so filthy that it's going to take twice the amount of gold ore to purify it. I was thinking you could help the priests by finding some gold ore. After all, it wouldn't be good for anyone if the church ran out of holy water. I was hoping you'd say that. I'll help too. I'll look for gold ore every place I can think of.
Now we seek gold ore. Though 'tis sold in shops, mining some ourselves might prove the better choice. Right you are.
Natürlich frage ich mich schon, was passiert, wenn ich ins Wasser springe.
If our prayers are not heeded, what
Das Geschenk des Gebens. Und von einem Schatten. Das ich mit Hauptmann Brand besprochen. Kentrick. Du bist doch Kentrick.
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you can afford perpetual.
Warte mal, habe ich was zu essen dabei?
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortune smile upon you, kind sir. Ah, hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. Perchance you would be willing to aid me with another matter. You see, one of the children we care for here at the Gracious Hand has gone missing. Malcolm, his name is. He's a steady lad. I can't imagine he would have run away. This building's very old. It could be that he's found himself in some strange corner of it. Might I impose on you to search for him?
Let us begin by gathering information. Indeed, you are correct.
Ist der Hauptschütze das als Hauptauftrag? Das Geschenk des Games? Nein. Wo ist der?
Let us speak with everyone we can think of who might know aught of use. I can guide you to the place, Arisen.
Der ist doch bestimmt hier unten.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
In fate's hands now. You don't need a permit to get into Batal. Just hide in the back of an ox cart, aye? It works. Mind, you've got to avoid the guard's line of sight. But 'tis easy enough. I should know, I've done it.
Chaos in the world begins with chaos of the mind.
Is Malcolm all right? We were supposed to go exploring together, but I overslept and he went without me. Wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward to going down into those vaults. Oh no, I wasn't meant to tell anyone that.
Was sind denn für ein Gewölbe?
I'll hold on to this. After all, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
The heavens have forsaken. Where could Malcolm have gotten off to? Perhaps you could try asking the other children. I haven't been able to get much out of...
Oi, Arisen! Have you found any gold ore yet? That's all right. I'm sure it does.
Die habe ich schon geleitet.
Malcolm. All he's doing of late is picking through rubble. Don't know why he bothered.
We'd best report back.
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they were sealed off. Ah, but you mentioned rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad found a way through. Come, I fear there's not a moment to pray. Follow me, and quickly.
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
I believe this is the place to which the children were referring. Look there, a hole. Could he have passed through here? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead looks small, but we may be able to squeeze through. Let us make haste.
A fearsome foe awaits. We would do well to retreat. Let us trust in the Arisen's judgment.
Was well worth the effort of breaking it.
This is a poor remuneration for our efforts, I must say.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now I can breathe freely at last.
Sir Kendrick, you'll never believe what I've found. It's just up ahead. Books, sir. Books, books, and more books.
Truly? Perhaps we ought to take a look.
We ought not lose sight of our guide. True enough. We are to retreat, then?
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing? And I found it.
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this some manner of archive? Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must be worth a fortune. Might I ask that you not share the existence of this place with others, Sir Arisen? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused or mistreated. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate its true value. Pray, tell me if you know of such an individual. As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about this place. 'Twill be our little secret. Understood?
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may come and go as you please. Let's investigate this place's secrets together, eh?
It near boggles the mind that so impressive an archive slumbered.
The books ne'er seem to end. Who could have brought them here, I wonder?
You're always good for a laugh. This place is amazing. I knew I'd find something down here, but I never expected this.
Spannung zwischen der Hund und der Wal erreichten ihren Höhepunkt vor 40 Jahren. Und durch extremes Wetter, das in die Ernteausfällen resultierte, verehrte Zeiten fließen die hungernden Völker aufeinander losgehen. Schließlich in einen verzweifelten Konflikt mehrerer hundert Soldaten, jedoch führte er nur zu weiteren sinnlosen Toten. Was ist denn ein Kenotaph? Trotz der Unterschiede haben die zwei Nationen größtenteils friedlich nebeneinander bestanden.
Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overshot steps soaked my boots.
I expect that's a common occurrence in our line of work.
How are we to get through this door?
Und irgendwo konnte man noch nach unten gehen. Hier. Lass ich mir ja nicht gehen. Alter.
One never can have too many of these. Let us take care when and how we put them to use.
Und euch sind nur Fledermäuse. Achso, weil es eine andere Etage ist, ja, also ist klar.
Pray, take this. Heavens know you've earned it. Do not fear, for you've the favor of the
It's you again. What are you doing now? Go on, take it.
Was ist denn der Wildbeutel?
Battle is best avoided here.
Ich hasse diese Steuerung. So. Ja, ist klar.
Oi, you risen. Have you found any gold ore yet?
Du bist das Goldmädchen. Ah.
That's all right. I'm sure it does.
Yeah? What is it?
Oh, seid doch entspannt.
One can never have too many materials. I'll harvest some now.
Was ist denn das so? Ist jetzt die Frage, komme ich offiziell nachts an den Königshof? Oder nicht?
Here's hoping there'll be no trouble today.
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
It seems we must part ways for the time being.
That's acting up today.
So, it was not to be.
I'd rather not draw steel if I can avoid it.
Like it or not, I must go where duty calls me.
Well, have you found some place I might sate my scholarly curiosities? Oh, to think such a place existed. Oh, very curious. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought to be able to find the rest of the way on my own.
I'm dead on my feet after today's training.
Nein, jetzt kommt Nummer 2 hinterher.
Consarn it. I'm nodding off where I stand.
Come along.
Juckt denn das keinen?
So, it was not to be. 'Tis no surprise.
Wo ist denn?
Come along.
Ist ja noch die. Ja. Kommst du mit, oder?
This should be far enough. My thanks. If you truly are arisen, then I swear to someday repay this debt I owe. Words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Pray visit me if you've the time or inclination. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use to you.
Shall we report this development to Captain Bront?
Jetzt die Nachricht.
Frey, follow me.
Willst du mir jetzt sagen, dass Dings gestorben ist? Ja, der lebt noch.
Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
Werner.
Oh, are you there? Your presence is requested at the tavern this evening. Who's the one requesting? I didn't ask. 'Tis none of my concern. The fellow said aught about the usual place.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
We ought to put it to good use.
So, der Rollleiter.
Welcome.
Every new meeting is an adventure in the offing. Come rain or shine, I'll make your sister do it.
What else needs doing? Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? What a fine wares to spice.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
We have reached our destination.
You will want to hear this. Tis not a matter for prying ears. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be it. Mayhap 'twould be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this. Consider it remuneration for Your Majesty's efforts.
Outstanding.
A job well done.
Our efforts have been rewarded.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, your Majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard. A minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. We must get to the bottom of it. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you, your Majesty? Are you willing to undertake this task? I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. Pray, use that time to infiltrate and uncover aught worthy of suspicion.
We have been in...
There is much we ought to tend to. If for some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds. But as I hear it, he is now well enough to walk unaided, and so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade in the palace of late. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of from where he hails remains a mystery, but mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind the mask. What say you, your Majesty? Might I ask my thanks? Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. I shall have them ease security. So pray, slip into the venue through whatever opening presents itself. Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. Few will think to be wary if they believe you a fellow masquerader. Here, this should suffice to help you blend in. Take care, your Majesty. There is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, much is made of appearances at such gatherings. And 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers.